Well, time to cast a line. Some places are open, others aren't. To make sense of it all, we've got our fishing expert, Jason Matity, getfishing.ca. Jay, what do I need to know?
Well, okay, so the season in Southern Saskatchewan, I define Southern Saskatchewan more or less as Prince Albert South, opened last week. So the season is open. I went fishing. It's been very good out there. For more of the northern regions, sort of La Ronge, Tobin, that area, that's this Thursday, May 15th. And then for the rest of the province, the extreme north, that's in a couple weeks yet, the 25th. And then after that, everything is open. So now I want to tell everybody what to catch and what's biting right now.
Well, you always call this the great equalizer because they're out there biting, they're young.
Absolutely, and the thing is, the whole food chain starts near the shoreline in the shallows, is really what it is. And I call it the great equalizer because the shore angler can actually catch more fish than the guy in the boat this time of year, as evidenced by what you're seeing now. And that's the really cool thing. And it's not complicated fishing, Daryl. It's literally throwing, casting back and forth.
So even I can catch a fish.
Absolutely, on any sort of lure. And what I'm using here is I'm using what's called a pickerel rig or a two-hook rig, where I simply have a weight on the bottom. And you get to catch some of these cool fish too, the carp, which some people hate, but they're a lot of fun to catch at this time.
They're an invasive species. That's why some people hate them, right? So,
yeah.
Let's talk about why they're so close to shore at this time of year.
Yeah, and what it is that's where the warmest water is. The bugs in the food chain, everything starts going at this time of year in the shallows.
Right.
And that's really what's required. That starts the whole process of what I call eating season for the fish, the pike, the walleye, the perch, and even the carp. And that's why those fish are very accessible from shore because they're in that shallow water. Like I'm talking 1 to 2 feet of water.
Still got to have something to catch them. You got a little bit of a tackle box built up here. You mentioned a pickerel rig. How am I catching them?
For sure. So this is a two-hook rig. One hook here, one on the bottom. You can buy them commercially. They're known as a pickerel rig with a weight on the bottom. I like a nice sort of diamond-shaped head that it just sticks nicely in the mud. And as I say, works really, really well for carp, for walleyes, for basically anything on a still rig. Right. And then what you have there, if you just want to lift that up and show everybody, that's just what you call a standard swim bait that we have right there. Yep. And it's got a nice wiggly tail. And that's sort of a more aggressive approach. So pike, walleyes, perch, we'll hit that on the smaller one. That's about 10 to 12 pound braided line.
That's about what I'm looking at?
Yeah, exactly. Something to be able to pull out the snags, but be able to, still be thin enough, that braided line, that you can feel the bites.
Any other tackle I need?
That's basically all you need this time of year. The shiny stuff that you like would also work. Kind of Absolutely.
That stuff's going to work?
Yeah.
You also spend a lot of time doing seminars and traveling around the province. Where are you next?
Well, stay tuned. We'll have some kind of seminar coming up with our friends over at Bass Pro Cabela's in the near future. And it's all I can really say is get out there and enjoy it. We have another 30-degree day today. So just watch for those ticks if you're fishing from shore. But get out there and enjoy it. The season is on.
I love that we're not talking about ice safety anymore.
Exactly. So am I, by the way.
We're casting a line as we should. Getfishing.ca for more information from Jason.